realize that this is a losing game. Drug dealers don't have pensions. They don't end up with retirement funds.
Who was Guy Fisher, a drug kingpin from Harlem? He ruled Harlem 11 years from 1972 to 1983. Learned everything from his mentor, Nickey, Mr. Untouchable Barnes. Guy Thomas Fisher was born in 1947 in South Bronx, New York, the eldest of 5 siblings. Fisher had a close relationship with his mother, a nurse who worked hard to raise her children in the low-income Patterson projects. Fisher's father, however, struggled with the dependence on alcohol and gambling. After losing the rent and grocery money to his addictions, he often physically abused Fisher's mother and siblings. By the time Fisher was a teenager, his father had abandoned the family. Fisher grew protective of his siblings and always looked out for his family. Most children suffering from a lack of parental supervision wandered the neighborhood and fended for themselves on the streets. Fisher often found himself holding his own fights on the block, his penchant for street fighting. Eventually landed him Elmira Reformatory, where he served 2 years on an assault charge as a teenager. He dropped out of high school shortly thereafter. After he was released from Elmira, Fisher began hustling for quick money. Guy Fisher starting off selling cheese and cold cuts from a fan of Harlem street corners. He soon became frustrated with the long hours and low wages. Fisher decided to change careers and he used his street contacts and the money he had saved to purchase heroin. Fisher's profits increased significantly. Despite this, Fisher was often seen in warm-up suits and sneakers. He made cash selling bags to people outside department stores and often peddling clothes at a discount. During this time, Fisher began dating a young woman named Olive McDonald. She in turn put Fisher in touch with Leroy Nickey Barnes, by then a notorious drug kingpin. Barnes saw potential in Fisher and took the young man under his wing. By 1973, at the age of 25, Fisher had made it into Barnes' exclusive underground organization, the Council, which consisted of 7-member circle of trusted associates. Each of the individual partners in Barnes' syndicate had their own crew, men to distribute heroin to smaller dealers. They would then collect the drug money and distribute the profits accordingly. Through these dealings, Barnes and Fisher became close friends and confidants. They also began investing in businesses together, including 2 multi-million-dollar housing complex. A year later, local police stopped Fisher for a routine traffic violation. Fisher was using a false driver license and intended to evade arrest by bribing law enforcement agents with $100,000 he had stashed in his trunk. The officials refused the money and the incident landed Fisher in prison for 9 months. While serving his time, the council was under close investigation by undercover law enforcement agents for the dealings in the heroin trade. In 1977, sparked by an article in the New York Times magazine, named Barnes Mr. Untouchable, then President Jimmy Carter placed further pressure on the federal agents to dismantle the council. That September, Barnes and the council were placed on trial. Much of the federal law enforcement and undercover surveillance of Barnes and his group occurred while Fisher was imprisoned. Because of this fact, Fisher's lawyer was able to argue with his client, did not participate in the conspiracy mentioned in the federal case. This fact led to a hung jury in Fisher's trial, and he became the only member to escape sentencing.